Hello everyone, I welcome you all to the Infinity Vision platform. Right now I'll be doing one such question that came in your JMIN examination. This question came on 31st August 2021 in shift 2. So let us see this question first. Question says a current of 1.5 ampere is flowing through a triangle of side 9 centimeter each. The magnetic field at the centroid of the triangle is, assuming that the current is flowing in the clockwise direction. So that means you have been given a setup of an equilateral triangle in which current is flowing in clockwise direction. Okay, the current is flowing in the clockwise direction. Okay, and this magnitude of this current is 1.5 ampere. Okay, you need to find out magnetic field at the centroid. So the centroid is nothing but median bisector. Wherever these median bisector will gonna meet, you'll get a centroid point over there. Okay, so this is nothing but a median bisector. Okay, so you'll be getting centroid over here. When it is a median bisector and it is an equilateral triangle, so that means this whole angle of a triangle is 60 degrees, so this angle must be equal to 30 degree. So this was 90 degree in this particular triangle, this is 90 degree, so this must be equal to 60 degree, don't you think? Okay, and you need to find out the magnetic field at this particular point. We know that. So the magnetic field at this particular point, it is because of the individual lengths of the conductors. So because of this you'll get a magnetic field over here, because of this also you'll be getting magnetic field over here, and because of the third side also you'll be getting magnetic field at this particular point. But you need to find out the perpendicular distance, this distance from the individual current carrying wires. So what would be this distance? We know this in this particular triangle, this angle is 60 degree. Okay, and tan 60 degree is given by a relationship, this distance divided by this distance, don't you think? So let this distance be x, and what about this distance? This distance is the individual length of this wire is L, which is nothing but 9 centimeter. Okay, so this distance would be L by 2. So it would be equivalent to perpendicular by base. What is base? X. Okay, and tan 60 degree is √3 is equal to L by 2x. So the value of x comes out to be L by 2 √3. Okay, so this is nothing but 9 by 2 √3. So x comes out to be in centimeter. Obviously it can easily be converted into meter also. So this answer that you are getting is in centimeter, so it can easily be converted into meter. So you will get this answer as your answer in meter. So this is a perpendicular distance, this x distance is a perpendicular distance from this length. We know the formula, if x is a perpendicular distance at which you need to find out magnetic field because of this current carrying wire. So the angle subtended by them is given by relationship. If this is θ1 angle subtended by them, and this is outer angle which is θ2 subtended by them, so this magnetic field is given by relationship mu naught I divided by 4 pi r cos θ1 minus cos θ2. So this is the expression that you should get. Okay, obviously by knowing the right hand thumb rule you can easily find out the direction of magnetic field. This is magnitude that you will be getting, and what would be its direction? Direction is inward, don't you think? Because this thumb has to be in the direction of current, and curling the hand around the current carrying wire will give you the direction of magnetic field at that particular point. So at this point it is inward. So because of this wire also it is inward. Okay, because of this wire also it is inward. And the magnitude of all these would be equal, don't you think? Because this internal angle, this angle is 30 degree, and this external angle, it is equivalent to, what would be this external angle? It would be 150 degree. Okay, now we can easily solve it. Because the magnitude of magnetic field at this particular point, because of the individual wires are equal, so the net magnetic field would be added up. So we will find the magnetic field because of the individual, and we'll multiply it into 3, so that you can get the final answer. Okay, so now we'll be putting the value. We'll be writing the x over here. X is nothing but 9 into 10 raised to power minus 2 divided by 2 root 3. Okay. So the net magnetic field would be thrice of the individual magnetic field at this particular point, because this perpendicular distance from these points also are also equal, since it is an equilateral triangle. Okay, so it would be thrice of mu naught I by 4 pi x cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. Okay, so it would be equivalent to thrice of mu naught. What is current over here? It is 1.5, which can easily be calculated as 3 by 2, 4 pi, and value of mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7, and value of x is 9 into 10 raised to power minus 2 divided by 2 root 3. Okay, and cos theta 1. What is cos theta 1 over here? This is the starting point and this is the ending point of the wire. So the angle subtended, the inner angle subtended by it is cos 30 degree, which is cos 30 degree. So theta 1 is 30 degree. So cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2 minus this outer angle. This is cos 150 degree. So cos 150 degree is given by relationship. This is nothing but cos is nothing but it can easily be expressed as 90 plus 60 degree. Okay, and this cos 90 plus theta angle must be equal to sin theta, which is sin 60 degree. Okay, again this is in second quadrant, so the cos in the second quadrant is negative, so it would be equal to minus sin 60 degree. Okay, so we'll be putting this value as minus, what is sin 60 degree over, which is again root 3 by 2. So you'll be getting minus minus plus root 3 by 2 as your final answer. And now what you can do is you just need to solve it so that you can easily find the value of magnetic field at the centroid point. Magnitude would be this. After solving it, you will get this magnitude as 3 into 10 raised to power minus 5 Tesla, and it is always inward because of the individual wire. Also it is inward, and it is inward. Using right hand thumb rule, you can easily find out the direction of magnetic field at this particular point. What about the magnetic field at the lowest point? It would be outward, don't you think? Here you have to calculate the magnetic field at this point, so it would be outward. At above it would be inward. Okay, so it is inside the plane of triangle. So the fourth would be the correct option that you should get. I hope this question is clear to everyone. Thank you.